another summer of LeBron. If LeBron decides to opt out of his final year, that would set up Decision 3.0. Before we get into the potential destinations first, LeBron has to decline his $35.6 million player option for the upcoming season in order to become an unrestricted free agent. The Cavs can offer LeBron more money than any other team, as the team's max is worth a projected $205 million over 5 years. All other contenders in this mix, likely the Rockets, Sixers, and Lakers, can only offer him at most a max worth projected $152 million over 4 years. Right now, the odds show the Lakers are the front runner, followed by the Rockets. The Cavs and Sixers are tied for third best odds. The man who played a role in the original decision, Dwayne Wade, weighed in on LeBron's thought process right now.
For me, I don't think it's a basketball thing. Obviously he's shown this year he could get to the finals, no matter what the circumstances are. I don't really think for him the basketball decision of saying, oh, let me go team up with 3 all-stars. And I think at this point in his life it's more so of a lifestyle thing of, where my family's going to be the most comfortable at, where I'm going to be the happiest at. Because basketball-wise, he's so great, he can bring along and take along whoever.
More response. Kevin Love saying this to WKYC TV in Cleveland. If something where I'm sure he will spend time with his family, and when that time comes to make a decision, he will be in a good frame of mind. Obviously, I'd love to play with LeBron the rest of my career, but that will be a choice that he makes. Stephen A. Smith now with us. Stephen A., what's different about this decision for LeBron compared to the first two?
He has nothing to prove. He already delivered the championship. If you recall, the first decision involved him looking for a championship that had evaded him the first several years of his career. He had to go and learn how to become a champion, and Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley elevated him to that stature. Then after winning those 2 titles in Miami, there was still some vitriolic residue left behind in Cleveland because in some people's eyes you had abandoned your hometown team. And so because of that and the fact that the city had won a championship in decades, you vowed to go back there and work to deliver a championship. And within 2 years, that's exactly what you did. You won a championship, you erased a 52-year curse, and you took them to 4 straight NBA finals. So again, you had something to prove when you departed for South Beach. You had something to prove and something to provide when you decided to return back home. Now that you're a 3-time champion, you have absolutely nothing to prove. You owe no one anything, and there's no vitriolic residue that could be left behind where no matter what decision you make, because you've delivered on your promises and your vows. And the city of Cleveland and that northern Ohio area is eternally indebted to you because of it. So now the world is his.
All right, so he got his titles when he left. He came back and got a title. So when you look at this, what are the options, the best option right now for LeBron James entering season 16?
Well, for me personally, it's a 2-part situation. If it's about quality of life, you go to Los Angeles, the palm trees, the sunshine, the beautiful weather, the 2 $20+ million homes in Brentwood, one that you're renovating right now. You make that decision, particularly considering the fact that, you're producing shows, you have aspirations to go even further in Hollywood. You want to create a media giant yourself. That's one of his goals. So you got to take that into consideration. On the basketball front, it's got to sicken you and nauseate you that you continuously watch Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson laugh in your face because they've knocked you out and they beat you in the finals 3 of the last 4 years. And the 1 year you did beat them, it was because Adam Silver in the NBA gave you a stimulus package by suspending Draymond Green for that Game 5. So if you're LeBron James, that's got to sicken you to your core. You've got to be tired of that, and then you're looking for the ideal basketball situation to go into where you know that as soon as next year you can legitimately beat the Golden State Warriors for the championship. That means going to Houston to join James Harden and Chris Paul if Daryl Morey can pull that off, or it means going to the Boston Celtics.
Is there a situation or a team where this wouldn't work if LeBron was available?
What do you mean, where would it work? I don't understand your question.
Like, hypothetically, you mentioned the Celtics. Would that really work in Boston if Kyrie's still there? I mean, is that a scenario that would work? Or even Golden State, like you mentioned?
Kyrie wouldn't be there. Kyrie wouldn't be there because the likelihood is that Boston would look to move, and particularly with the elevation of Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, along with Kyrie having to recover from his knee injuries. He wouldn't be there. Philadelphia could be an outside option. Golden State is going to entertain a lot of conversations. It's going to be with him. It's going to be in trade talks involving Anthony Davis. Not that the Pelicans are interested in letting him go in the slightest, but the Golden State Warriors don't play games. They are unapologetic about the fact that we are trying to negotiate a contract extension with Klay Thompson, but we don't believe necessarily that it will get done. And if that doesn't get done, combined with Draymond Green feeling from time to time that he may be part of trade rumors in the future, if you're talking about the possibility of Klay and Draymond being gone, then of course that opens the floodgates. But I can't see that happening. I see them keeping their core four in place and LeBron going somewhere else. It's just a matter as to whether or not he prioritizes quality of life for him and his family, or that he prioritizes going after Golden State because he's sick and tired of them beating his behind in the NBA Finals.
No offseason in the NBA, no days off for Stephen A. Smith here on SportsCenter. Stephen A., thank you. Coming up.